Hi, in this session, we will see how do you work with the existing repositories on the GitHub. For example, this is one of the existing repository I have, MERN stack YouTube course, and I want to clone this. Even if you can use the React, which is the repository maintained by Facebook, you can do the same process, no problem. This is my repository I have created. Either I can use this or this, one and same. In the whiteboard, remember that this is the existing repository and I want to clone it on my machine. This is my machine. I want to clone it on my machine. How to do that? This can be done. So let me, presently I'm inside a WD cd dot dot and git space clone, git space clone this URL or this URL. I'll just copy this URL and paste it over here. Can you see you are saying git clone this URL, hit the enter, and if you see this thing, cloning into MERN stack course ls-l, and here if you can see MERN stack YouTube course, this thing has been downloaded. The minute I said git clone, that particular directory has been downloaded from the git, and here you can say MERN stack course, or here I can go MERN stack YouTube course, and can you see here .git folder is already there. In the earlier case, when you made a git init, then this folder have been created, which means that whenever you clone the repository which is available on the git solution, it is already pre-configured with the remote repository. If you see over here, if you want to make, when you make a git init, there is no connection with the remote repository. Which command connects your local repository to the remote repository is nothing but what git remote add origin. And whenever you do this thing and you provide the remote repository over here, the local repository connects with the remote repository. In this case, if you see, you don't need to do this thing. In this case, you don't need to do this thing. A reason for this is that whenever you clone a git, remote thing has already been configured. So you can take this approach also. First you will go to the git, then you create the repository, and then you will clone it. Instead of firing git init and adding the remote, you can go to the git, create the repository, you can go to the GitHub, create the repository, clone it. That's it. That is also okay, and most of the people follow this approach only. So this is how you will clone the existing repository. Now, whenever you create new repository or clone existing one, these are the two ways to start with the Git repositories. These are the two ways to deal with the Git repositories. Now, there are few commands. We have seen git add, git init, git add, git commit, git push, git add, git commit, git push. These are the few commands that we have seen. There are few more commands that we will see in the next session. I hope you have learned something from this course. If you get any query, please write it in the comment box, or you can directly message me. Thank you.